gotta pray. Now I'm about to tell them when, no one anyway. Rearrange my soul, Korean made me back. I don't care about none of your little heart attack. Put me last, I don't care, I'm always first class. I'm a type of boy that will whip your ass. All that gangsta shit in my ass, gonna laugh. Cause I got the goon spinning right inside the bed. They saying that you're drilling and you're lying. They saying that they're going, that you firing. But you're crying to the goddamn silence. Saying please, 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 don't move my ass.
Oh, in these streets now. You can die, you can die. Oh, in these streets now. They don't want beef wild. Oh, in these streets now. Oh, in these streets now. Oh, in these streets now. They don't want beef now. Oh, in these streets now. Killers and these goons, everybody want beef. They don't really know I'm the king of the streets. Got it with the heat on the waist, cheat. Cold when I speak with the fucking fofo. Got the baby, yeah, you about to really fucking blow. Got the SB and the MK go. 308, 1 mile away you go. Spirit threshold to the hell, how we roll. On in these streets, grave on the beat. Preach no church on the block, now we grief to the souls. Repeat with the hoe. Had the rap game, now niggas gotta go. Blow with the gun and get hungry. They all ops, no need to preach. They don't really want it, disbelief in the streets. They don't really want it, I play for keeps. When you got like your mom, she weed. Kidnap a baby, nigga, true TV. Media broadcasting live on the beat. See dead beats when you fall with the people.
You already know what it is. It's your boy Worldarama. We are back. Another fucking podcast.
Yeah.
S.STREET Media Studios.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is the end of March. Actually, it's March 19th right now.
It's still March Madness.
Exactly. And the person y'all hear talking in the background is my special guest today. This is Mr. Dope Chef.
Yeah,
and we're going to get into a lot of stuff with this guy right here because he is a CEO, COO, everything with the OOs.
Yeah,
and when
you
I mean
know.
OOs, mean I got O's.
Nah. Let's make it right. Look. Independent.
Yeah.
You know how they do it on Dream Chance and shit? Look. It's my account.
Yeah.
My account.
Oh, okay.
That's my account. You understand? Independent though.
That's looking crazy.
That's looking crazy.
Those I don't see no zeros. I just see a bunch of numbers.
Yeah, a bunch of numbers.
That's with a 7 in front of it. You know what I'm saying? Like a bunch of numbers, but the first one was 7 and a couple of commas and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Couple commas.
I got my special guest host is now in the building. You know he's gonna come with the devil's advocate opinion on certain things.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
that's what's up.
Welcome, my guy. So this is another Grindhard TV podcast. I'm so happy to be here. I got my special guest, Mr. Dope Chef. I got my special guest host is now. And I wanted to, before we get into any of the questions and the topics, I just wanted to say, like, there's good and bad in everything, right? There's positive and negative. There's hot and cold. So this weekend has been shaping out to show me that it could be a day where you having such a good time and everything is going your way, and then something can happen, and then the next day it'll be like totally different. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying that to say, Saturday I had such a productive day. You know what I'm saying? I went to an event with my guy Crucial, Mr. One Love. He performed live at an event with a female named Colors. You know, y'all see me do a lot of events with her when I was managing the Hoffs. And it was a live band thing because she loves to do live band stuff, nice, intimate stuff. And it was dope. I went there, filmed his performance with DA. Y'all seen him on the last show. Y'all gonna see more promotions when the show drops on Spotify and everything like that when y'all hear the audio. But it was a great performance. We left there and we came, and this was in Harlem, and we went to Brooklyn. And when we went to Brooklyn, my guy Blue Diaz, he obviously was judging an event, and it was at the Black Ink Studios in Brooklyn on Fulton Street. And it was a dope event, packed, 420 friendly, food, drinks, everything, right? he was like, yo, bro, you want to perform? I was like, all right, like I get on and shit. And the girl was saying, the girl who put it together, what was her name?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. She put it together. You did an excellent job, Chocolate. I had a wonderful time.
Facts.
It was a dope location. I feel like it could have been a little bit bigger, but you know, Black Ink tattoo parlors, they're known for having their wild, lavish parties in there.
No, they didn't expect that many people did. Like when I got with the promotion, they didn't expect that many people. It was supposed to be a certain amount. We were supposed to cut it off right there, but we let everybody in.
Yeah, that's what's up. But that's always good when you can let everybody in. Because it wasn't too hot. I wasn't like uncomfortable or nothing like that.
I ain't gonna hold you. I was uncomfortable the whole time. That's why I did what I did. Got the mic, you know.
Yeah, but you had a bottle the whole time. So
facts, I was drinking bottles. That was my second bottle.
Right, so you know when you drink liquor, that makes you hotter.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
you got to take that into consideration when you got some alcohol
I'm an
in your
advocate drinker though.
Right. Word. So long story short, I performed, killed it as usual, right? The guests, all of the judges was picking who they wanted to win. There was a lot of, it was a lot of dope artists in there. I didn't get to see everybody because I was at the other joint from Harlem. Then I came to Brooklyn. So a lot of the judges was picking the artists that they saw and they thought that was dope, right? But at the end, the big judge, guest, host that was there.
Hold on, let him keep talking. Let him keep going on it.
How many performers were there?
Altogether, we had close to 12, 13 performers.
13 performers. Okay.
But all of them were classified as somebody, a curator, actually looked at the artist and brought them, or they had some association with artists who was a part of the show.
So somebody, vetted them.
Listen. I evaluate artists for what it is, no hair on the tongue and stuff like that. So when I saw the artist, it was what it was. But I got all the judges to basically say the prizes and stuff like that, and big guy basically done took the major prize. I was like, hold on, where he at? Hold on.
And yo, that goes to show how I don't know you, because when you was there, you didn't even remember my name. You was like, the artist took it.
Facts.
This artist right here. So it wasn't like a fixed thing. Like I didn't.
Listen. Any event that I'm a part of, there's no hair on the tongue. I don't work with people directly. I'm one of the most worst critics in the music industry. So hands down, like there ain't no favoritism. I could be banging a chick and shit like that. She could be an artist. She not winning if her shit ain't right.
Right.
You understand? Right. So like me is different principles to this. Ain't no payola. I'm already rich. I don't need no money and stuff like that. So nobody paying me and like that to actually do some extra shit.
Right.
So when I look at artists, I evaluate them on certain things, how their rhythm is, how their beating, everything I evaluate and see if it's a sellable asset or if I can make money off of it or if it's gonna make sense to make sense.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Dope.
Well,
and that's my name, Dope. You hear me? You said Dope. You advertising Dope.
Right.
I like
dope
that.
Wait. Dope doesn't stand for drugs now.
No, it means
Dope stands don't oppress people, educate.
Oh, okay. So you had the whole acronym for it.
Okay.
Okay.
I did that.
That's dope. You know, in hip hop culture, dope is fly.
I got put in court in that and stuff like that to where it was indicted. They thought I was selling drugs, and I had to explain that to the judge. Nah, dope is something, don't oppress people, educate. I have my own 501c and stuff like that. So it makes sense for me to take artists who are, the gang members, whatever, but they come into atmosphere to where they're doing, studio time or they're doing some type of creativity that takes them away from that aspect, and it's a better reflection on the culture and, the society. So I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just acclimating artists who are in a hood-bound urban society into something where they can make business and elevate to the next level.
That's a fact. Yo, give him a hand clap for that one right there, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I just was saying that too about the basketball, teams in the hood, because having my little son in basketball, I'm starting to see that whole basketball community of people and parents and coaches and schools that's involved, that keeps the kids involved with the basketball, and they go into the other tryouts and then the games, and it's like a whole community, like what you were just saying. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that, and everybody know that in the hip hop community, dope means good. It don't mean selling dope. It could mean that, because in hip hop we have a whole bunch of synonymous words that mean more than one thing, but dope is when shit. If I say, yo, son, your shit dope, that means your shit is good. You know what I'm saying? So people got to take that into consideration.
Dope for me means certified, verified. You understand that That's that essence. That's that coolness. That's that, extra point that person's gonna basically be something in life and be successful. So dope to me. If I put jackets on Fabio, I put jackets on China Mag, on every industry that's a drill artist. They got one of my jackets. King Von got a jacket before he passed. Like a lot of artists, and it's like the clothing brand it embodied gang culture, yes, because it was different colors with the coats, red for blood, blue for Crip, but it empowered it to where it reflected on them being cool with the jacket and being neutral and making sense with music and money. So they went war against each other. So yeah, we would have Bloods and Crips in the studio, but they would all get together and everything like that. It was all love. Everybody was, to this day, I still have studios like that in the city and stuff that they get like that, but I don't put it out there because with someone doing positivity and being proactive with the urban community, they get targeted. You understand? So I've been targeted too much to where I got, a lot of things against me, but I keep it to where it's neutral base and balance to where I can have the artists free away from their society so they could see something different and probably change in their life.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Clap for that for sure. It's prosperous for some to keep us, divided and at each other. And, we try not to judge our folks in the hood, right? None of us chose, right? It's like almost a geographic lottery, right? You didn't choose where you were born or what hood you came into or your folks, right? But you live under the circumstances and you make the best of it.
Correct.
We're not judging our young folks, but
True indeed.
Showing a way. Get that mic right.
Yeah. There we go.
All right.
We got Is now here.
There we go.
There we go. Nah,
Right.
we can hear him.
Yeah. But we not judging our young folks, right? We showing them a different way to go, or perhaps an alternative to the life.
Well, a lot of people don't know how to deal with like certain things. Like there's people that are getting involved with certain situations in life and they not knowing how to deal with them. And you actually named a couple of these artists.
Yeah.
Like I felt like a lot of these artists should have been able to deal with success better than they dealt with it. You know what I'm saying? And I can't say that if somebody's doing something to you that you don't defend yourself, but I think a lot of dudes is out there looking for stuff to have a storyline for the stuff that they're rapping about.
Yeah, but at the same time, like with more money comes more problems, like Big said, right?
That's a fact, excuse me.
All right, not only that, when you a drill artist, let's say, I'm just sticking with the drill genre because I produce a lot of drill artists. When you a drill artist, you really can't stop drilling on being an artist because now you have to, let's say that doesn't work for you. You go get a regular job. There's a lot of stuff you said on that drill track that a lot of people ain't gonna respect and they're gonna check you on it in a regular job. Now, two different clashing environments, a regular, 550 balanced neutral environment to where you a civilian, and then there's a gang type to where you were ganging and stuff like that. You didn't create that balance and you put yourself in your own predicament. So there is judgment on certain type of things that artists do and say.
Okay.
But when you cultivate and take it to the next level, you have to know how to move with that. So if you're going to be drilling and making drill music and stuff like that, and you're going to be talking about dead folks and stuff and doing all this other thing and snitching on your people and stuff, telling what type of gun they had, what block you on, how you spun and shit like that, be out the hood. Don't do that in the hood. You understand? That's how you make the money and you stay living. You stay out the hood, go to Long Island, bubble fuck land somewhere. You understand? But stay out the hood because I've seen... we were just speaking about this. There's more than 46 people directly connected with me that have died. You understand that I've recorded, the drill artists out of the 86, 46 of them dead.
Wow.
So like it's something different for me. Like I have to go to a funeral every other week and stuff like that. That's not publicized or anything like that. I wouldn't want to publicize that because there's negativity and negates everything I stand for. But I still make the respect to actually go to these funerals. But to see these artists at young ages, young as 12 years old, see them dead, shot, killed, sliced.
Under the drill music gang culture.
Under drill music gang culture. Not
So
really
what made you
drill
get
music.
involved in drill so well? Like
Ooh,
it
let's get with that.
Yeah,
All right,
let's get into that.
So a lot of people, well, I've said this a couple times, but my music, me being in music doesn't come from good, bro, at all. Like my thing was my sister, she was murdered by her manager. sliced in pieces in front of me, 1992.
She was an artist.
She was an artist for Motown Records. And you know, like she got killed by her manager, you understand? Sliced.
So she was signed. Did she have music
She was
out
signed and
already?
everything. She was trying to get out of the contract. We went to the house of the dude, or whatever. Like, shit just happened. It went awkward, and she just got killed. Shotgun to the head, blown. Then he sliced her in pieces. But at that time, I was young, and I became OCD. With learning
would
about the
understand.
music,
Yeah, I would
with
understand.
learning about what manager does, learning what publicist does, what publisher does, what label does, how it represents you, different type of law litigations, UCC uniform commercial code with artistry, label assets, royalties, one sheet, split sheets. I had to learn everything. So by like 14 years old, I knew the whole industry.
Oh,
You
man.
understand?
How old are you now?
Oh,
You don't put the man.
You said it on- you said it on the show last night. It's on my live.
You put that out? You wasn't
on- it
supposed
was
to put
on- it
that
was
out.
on
You
my
put my
live.
age out, bro?
He was
Whatever you-
live.
Okay, so my entertainment age is 40 something years old. My real age is past 50.
Okay.
We keep it like that.
Yo, I ain't gonna front. Like, I feel like us coming from the era we came from,
Yeah.
I'm happy to be getting older. You know what I mean?
I'm not, bro. I'm not, because I still look young. If I was getting older and looking older, it would be something. But when you actually, like, I really look young, bro.
Yeah, you do.
So, like, you have these 24, 25-year-olds hitting them. You see my dope power couple,
Oh,
bro.
we gonna get to that.
Like,
We
you
about
see
to
the
get to
dope
that.
power couple, like,
We gonna get to that. I'm already right
it's
here
real
on
for
your
me.
joint.
You understand? Like, I don't even know how to, like, define that. Like, with the age and stuff like that, it's like women. Can you ask a woman, yo, what age are you? She probably won't answer.
No.
Some
Well, you're
women,
not
some women be
supposed to.
saying they age
Some
though.
women will.
I
You know,
Some
don't
women
know. I
be
don't
proud of
meet
their
those
age
type of women.
because on an Instagram now, one of the dope posts now is that people be like, I'm over 40 something and I'm looking good. Like they all be having that little.
Oh, those are cougars.
You know what I'm saying?
They got their own thing. They got
Yeah.
say 40 and stuff
Something,
like that.
right?
Those
Yeah.
are cougars ready to get in
You
the
know
bed
there
with
was.
youngin'
There was a
and do it up.
time, right? Every year it was like 30 is the new something, or 40 is the new this,
Yeah.
or something is the new that,
Yeah.
right? It was always something.
Well, 50 is the new 20.
There you go, right?
Well, look,
And I don't take Viagra.
Oh,
Well, yeah,
anything-
that's the best way.
Yeah, to get that
That's-
right. You know what I'll say though? I think a lot of times we too caught up in the number and the age. Like I respect the birthday, and you know I got a non-traditional view. I don't.
Yeah, he don't
do the
celebrate his birthday.
thing.
Nah, that number shit, like,
And
I'm careful with that.
I
'Cause
don't
let me
think-
tell you, I have young girls who hit on me.
Yeah.
So I'm always checking ID.
Well, you
and
put a
stuff
line
like
in the
that.
sand for where you gonna go to, right? I mean,
what's the
yeah,
youngest
I would
girl? Because
think.
you got a lot of girls. We gonna get into that. Actually, you know what I'm saying? Your dope couples thing, and but I definitely want to know what is your age range, since you know that you already over that. You know what I'm
Age
saying?
range, let me tell you, the youngest at my age right now, 22.
Okay, that's old enough.
Nice. It is old enough, but like that's
legal.
my daughter's age, bro.
So how do you?
And I know that gotta be
I'm just
kind of
saying, so how do
weird,
you
bro.
feel about that when you?
I feel some way about
intimate
that. That's
being
know
why
you
with
feel.
a lot of
22.
the times, like, I don't try for young women, but young women, they see the glamour, they see the life, they see the artistry, they see, you know, the entertainment side of things, and they want to leech on or collapse on or have that, you know,
of the life.
a daddy-
have that
they
sugar
have daddy
daddy type
issues,
thing.
like,
yeah,
yeah.
you understand that sugar daddy, but I'm a realist.
Right.
So I'll tell one from beginning, listen, don't think you getting shit from me. Matter of fact, you have to, you know, shell out
gotta
too,
work
50-50
your
on
way.
shit.
Right.
A lot of women are with it because I be telling what it is, and then to explain relationship status with women, that's a big thing. Yo, yeah, I'm monogamous right now, and you have to understand this because, you know, like, religion permits me to do certain things I do.
What is your religion?
Islamic?
Oh, so basically, you said that shit so fast,
Yeah, real quick.
So
Real
basically,
quick.
you can have multiple wives.
5, depending what type of methab you are.
Do you
And
drink? Do you drink?
I do drink. I smoke. Listen, I don't practice fully, but you know, when it comes to that little thing of
Okay,
saying,
right.
yo, you can have 5, 6.
You'll
I'm
take that
practicing that. Yeah, I'll take that
Listen.
little thing out of it.
You ain't the only one out here.
I
with
know I'm not.
religion, picking and choosing.
I'm just
So
one
it's
that
all
says
good.
it.
That's right.
Yo, son, I ain't
Big
gonna
up to
front.
you for keeping it
Since
up.
since I found out that in an Islamic religion you can have 5 wives,
Yeah.
yo, I ain't gonna front. I've been thinking about that Quran.
That is
bro.
not the
Aye,
only
bro.
motivation.
Thinking about that
for
Quran.
He about to be
accepting
on that
God
couch
in your
tonight
heart.
if he has a girl right now.
Come on.
I'm telling
That
you.
man is married.
Yeah, I'm
He
married,
know
so
what
you know
it
what I mean.
is.
I'm speaking about, and I spoke to my wife about this before we got married. I was asking her certain things about how it would be if we had, you know, we was out there swinging and different shit like
Yo,
that. We
it's
definitely
really
had
not
that talk.
okay. So the woman I'm with right now, like it's not difficult. Like I get situations together because you bring that question out there. Yo, how do you feel about this? Would you feel I would want you to see, you do something with the other chick and stuff. You get them in that mind state, and it gets them really open, bro. Like I be getting girls like open to a point where they like call me 50 Shades of Hood.
I hope you trademark that before you put it out.
I have to, right? I know.
Yeah, I tell you what though, it's gonna take. Like I've had that conversation too with
With
so
your significant other,
and it's difficult because that's a real security thing. That's a real sort of confident in yourself and sort of confident in your partner and the trust and that sort of thing. If you out there, if you're doing that with your wife or your significant other for a long time, do you have it in you
to let somebody else
to
blame
let the
them?
next man, right? In that space, right? You're in a room. There's multiple people.
Yo, you
there's
know
all
what?
kinds
I'm
of-
so cocky.
You got it in you.
I'm so cocky because I do porn too. But I'm so
you're a
cocky.
porn star.
Yeah, I'm so cocky to a point where I'll try to let them, but I know for a fact they won't do anything with the other person, bro.
Nothing.
Nothing.
they'll
They
watch
won't give
you
them
do
play.
anything.
They won't give them nothing. Like these women are really hooked, infatuated with me to where, they speak my life. That's it.
Well,
You understand that
is quite the
it's
journey.
not a
You better-
controlling thing, but you have to know how to actually mind sexually please a woman before actually pleasing her sexually. You understand? And if you could actually get in their mind and you could elevate their mind, their business, their money wise, everything like that, shopping. Listen, most of these women, they were nothing before they were with me. Now they all bosses, bro. They all one fashion
But that's what I was about to say because you said a lot of them, like some of the youngest ones that you've ever been with, was like in their early 20s. So a lot of times they don't really have experienced anything anyway. Some of these women never really seriously had an orgasm.
Facts.
You know what I'm
That's-
saying? Like
that's
you could
true.
actually make a woman come for the first time, and they'll be in such shock that
right.
it's like you took their virginity all over again,
Facts.
and now you really have their mind in the palm of your hand. You feel me?
Even if
know,
it
the
wasn't
crazy thing
physical.
is the meditation during the sexual, pleasing of a woman and
Sure.
stuff like that.
Sure.
And if like me, I read the art of sexual compulsion and stuff like that. Like I
Kama
study
Sutra.
sex. You understand? Yeah, Kama Sutra. All this stuff is really good, but you have to remember on sets, most people would think that you're recording completely straight. You're really not
on their set, right?
You understand?
No,
You're
yeah,
washing
yeah.
up 2-3 times, busting 3 or 4 nuts,
Right.
but they're gonna make it seem like you're still doing that the whole
The
one
whole
section
time, right.
and stuff like
You
that.
did
So
that whole-
Because sometimes when I be watching porn, and I be after a while when I watch porn, I'm just speaking on me because I don't know what other people feel when they watch porn. But when I watch porn, I be like watching the shorty getting blam crazy, and it's a certain position that they may have out of all of the position, and that'll be like the position that I like the most. Like, yeah, I like watching shorty do it like that. But after a while, you like, yo, how come this nigga taking so long? Like, what do you got? He has some what's that shit that niggas put on their shit? That numbing or something?
there's certain things. Jamaican, you got the Jamaican
Root?
brown root box
Yeah,
that
that
you
root.
put on your shit. You got a cream and stuff like that, and then there's certain type of vitamins as well.
They don't be letting the porn stars use Viagra and Cialis.
Nah,
and
you
all
can't
that.
use that. You
Oh,
can't
okay.
use that at all.
That's cheating.
It's not even cheating. It's that like there's really no pleasure in that for porn stars. Porn stars, they're accustomed to sex.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So the feeling is like that all the time because they know how to manage their thing up and down, or the
Mm-hmm.
woman knows how to actually orgasm right times. She knows how to basically fake the orgasm or whatever, but it
Right.
makes it look good so it could sell.
That's crazy. See, you learn something new every day. I didn't know like all of the yeah.
Dope chef.
All of the ins and outs about porn. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my favorite topics. But so all right, so the girls that you've been dating, because it's a lot of them, because I want to get to the show now. I want to talk about the show.
All right,
You got
so
a
we're
lot
talking
of-
about dope power couple.
Right, dope
Everybody
power
go
couple.
search down Instagram, dope power couple. I will have to exclusively accept you. There's over 6,000 people or 5,000, 6,000 people or something like that.
Right.
So I will have to accept you, and then you'll be able to see the life of Dope Chef in that sense of relationships of what I do and how women love me so much.
But how did that come about though? Like, how did you get into that?
Well, like somebody said, my life is a movie.
Right.
So when they said that, I said, "What did you mean by that?" They're like, yo, bro, you're like Juan Pablo Papi Chu, and then you also chaotic, fucking, like Taliban. Like I don't understand. You're like,
Right.
So I started explaining in detail off the gram and stuff like that. Then I have over 2,000 websites. So the website started blasting blogs out, and then I had my media publicist start blasting
Right.
blogs out, and you had companies like VH1, Revolt TV. There's another network. I want to get the network name, but NTIC. I don't even know. But the Bad Girls of New York, they on there too.
Oh, okay.
Baddies in New York, original Baddies in New York. But there's a whole bunch of networks that want to basically thrive to, take me in. But I'm right now, VH1 is the biggest output for June, and the show will probably be on VH1 going through there. So
how do you feel about the networks portraying you to be a certain way? Like, what
to
does
be
that
a hoe, I mean, like, listen, if a woman could be a hoe and basically not be judged, why should a guy?
But women are judged by it all the time. They're gold diggers.
They're
had a baby
judged
by
in
a
that
guy.
sense.
I don't think so much these days.
That's what.
Maybe a decade ago, decade and a half.
I think nowadays women are known to have like 2 or 3 relationships, honestly. And I'm not saying all women. I apologize to women because I treat women the best, bro. I don't care what relationship I'm in and stuff like that. Women, to me, hands down, if they're with me, they know what it is. You understand? Like, they get treated, they get whatever they want, they go wherever they want, anything like that.
Well, even if you was on here saying, "Oh, fuck them bitches," I don't give a fuck. Your opinion.
Nah, that's a different opinion. Yeah, it's my opinion. But when you in this type of life and stuff like that, and catering to this type of life, you don't want to bring that ignorance of saying "fuck a bitch" or stuff like that. Right. Because like at the end of the day, bitch to me means beautiful, intelligent, teaching, caring housewife.
Wow.
You understand? So I have yeah. Like I
married that.
I got married that big,
with that.
beautiful, intelligent, teaching, caring housewife.
I think that's who I married.
That's
it.
That's what you have to put up there. You have to put that first with women's mind. They're 4 years ahead of their age. We're 4 years younger our age.
Well, that's not across the board as a blanket statement. That is sort of
You think?
So I wouldn't say that every woman you come across is 4 years more mature than you at every moment.
No, I think women are, bro. As a matter of fact, I know women are. You know why? Men will always be in their old sense to where the ego probably gets them. A woman loses that shit quick.
Yeah, but women they react on emotion all of the time.
Facts, they're supposed to.
You know what I'm saying? But even
the man's supposed to be the stronger, higher power, right? He's supposed to be the conqueror of the relationship.
If a woman is acting on emotion, sometimes she's sympathetic to things that she shouldn't be sympathetic to. You know what I'm saying?
There.
Like, she ain't really letting shit go when she could. Like, for instance, I'm gonna give you a prime example. If a woman is messing with a married man, right, and this all goes down into with your show and everything like that. If a woman is messing with a married man, right, and she knows this, and she played secret for a very long time, but then let's say y'all 10 fucks in, 20 dates in, now she's starting to love you. Now she's starting to blow up the situation that she was cool with playing the role for a while, because she wants her position to be better, because emotionally now she feels like she can have you, she can do better than her. No, you was just fine being the side, and I give you the time that I was giving you. Why do you want more time if you played that position for a year or two?
Fast. That's like the thing with me yesterday. The friends with benefit, that almost got me yesterday.
Right.
The friends with benefit type shit. Because 3 of the people that were there, like, I wound up sleeping with at one point in my life. So I thought that it would be uncomfortable, for me being there and shit like that. So I got up and started doing the hosting just to get my mind off.
Oh, so that's what made you host last night.
Facts. That's real talk, though. Real talk. I had to, bro.
Girlfriends at a party, so now he's trying to like move around and do shit.
Listen,
yo, you are slick.
And I'm official, not with none of those.
Right.
You understand? But just them knowing my body and stuff like that, and seeing me with something like, it was kind of difficult for me. And then thinking about it, like, damn, what do I do if this one comes over, try to hug me and give me a kiss? Because that happened twice. You understand? And then the third one was looking from far, and she had a whole attitude.
Exclusive with nobody. Everybody's adults.
It wouldn't matter. You know what that's called?
Hold on. You're not exclusive with nobody. Everybody's adults in the room.
In today's day,
life, women are sexually empowered. They not hoes.
You say sexually empowered. I'm to tell you something. If a guy is dicking her right, she's going to be dickmatized.
Exactly.
It doesn't
I
matter
told
if
you.
you with her or you not with her.
I said
yes.
I'm responsible.
Yes,
For that woman's
I'm
feelings.
responsible to the day that woman dies. She's always gonna rate my dick with other niggas' dick.
That's
But that goes to show
not
you
my
that I just
problem.
said after 10 fucks and 20 dates and you dicking her down, right? Now she want her position to change, but she
That's right.
played that side chick position.
No, not played it. Agreed to it.
Exactly.
Participated in it. So if there was no mutual discussion to change the roles,
I be having.
then I don't know.
the
I'm responsible
discussion.
for that.
I have a contract right there, NDA, no bullshit, a prenup, all that shit, bro. Because I don't play around with that. If a woman's gonna fuck, we gonna fuck. If a woman's gonna have sex.
On paper now.
Yeah, no, almost. I do. What do you mean almost? Almost. Listen, for somebody who says almost and doesn't get consent, y'all bound to have a rape charge in your life because these women are vindictive nowadays. You
That's
understand?
kind of why I got married, yo.
Sign an NDA or get married or have a girlfriend that you known for like 10, 15 years.
Yeah,
Other than that, these new women who are bougie and they want stuff and then, materialistic and stuff like that, they gonna catch you for everything and then they gonna hit you with the police. Do not play around with
Yeah, I
that
ain't
type of
gonna
woman.
front. I got the police called on me on some
Oh,
spiteful, vengeful stuff before. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
It's crazy. So I mean, damn, is 22-year-old pussy that good to be worth it?
Yo, let me tell you something. I feel like if for me it's not even the pussy because I could have pussy like any hour, any second, any day. Could call a woman basically beat Nah, but I mean when I say top 10 models, and that's just because I know it's not my looks. I know it's not my look. It's nothing. It's the boss side of me and the
100%.
empowerment of me basically being in the position I am that women come to and shit like that. You
Power is
understand? They're
more
like,
attractive
oh,
than
that
money
guy's lit.
or
He's
looks.
everywhere. He got followers.
Right.
Let me fuck him.
No,
Yeah, but I ain't gonna front. When you was hosting yesterday, you were very charismatic. Like, you know what I mean? Because I was there before you started hosting.
Yeah, facts.
So when you started hosting, I was like, oh shit, who the fuck is this guy? Like, they got a host? I didn't know they had a host.
Nah,
because
there was 3 hosts there, but they weren't.
and there wasn't
Mr. Dope
interacting with the
Chef.
crowd.
Facts.
Yeah.
Me, I had to take the mic and be like, hold on,
Right.
let me get the
Let me
mic.
show you how
and
this
let me,
is done.
Yeah, so I could
because
see.
everybody was
Right.
going back and forth and stuff. Then when I started hosting, I had
Yeah.
jokes on everybody.
Right.
I started joking on one of the hosts. Me and them had like a whole 5-minute cipher dissing each other.
Right.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, it was. It
You know,
was.
like
It was entertaining. I ain't gonna
it
front.
kept going to a point where like they were like, "Yo, just stay with the mic." I was like, "All right, cool."
Hey.
And we did the twerk contest.
Yeah,
The twerk
yeah,
contest
you
was
put that shit
Yeah, the
together.
twerk contest. Everybody was like, "Yo, bro, you did your shit." I'm like, "Yeah."
Just in case y'all didn't know, Grindhard TV was in the building, and I got the footage. The episode is gonna come out. Of course, I'm gonna play when I was performing and when you announced the winners and stuff like that. You know, I was one of the first place winners in there. I just came in there, just met him that day. He saw me perform and thought that I was the best performance in there, and I won everything. So I'm happy about that. Salute to you. You know what I mean? That's why I wanted to have you on the show, because I seen everybody in there giving out prizes for their podcast and their TV show and this and that. And I'm there like, you know what? I got my own podcast. I got my own TV show, my own platforms and shit like that. But I'm here today as an artist, but I'm always filming. So when I seen what you said and the things that you was doing and your charismatic, you know what I'm saying, comedy attitude, I was like, you know what? I need to have him on the show tomorrow.
That's
to
lit.
talk about
That's
what happened
lit, man.
this weekend. You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
my vibes is really good with people. I'm telling you, I could go anywhere. I could go in the ops block and stuff like that. They'd be like, "Nah, we ain't touching this kid. He good. He good. He good money." You
No doubt.
understand?
No doubt.
Dude got good hair on his shoulder. He doing good for the
You
community.
know what really had me dying laughing? When you was like, yo, I got a studio in Queens, because I was repping Queens with the record. And you was like, yeah, I got a studio in Queens. Come to my studio, no doubt. He was like, yeah, that and that's a contract right there on some Suge Knight shit. Yo, I was rolling.
The whole crowd was rolling comments. The crowd was like, "Yeah, this nigga, you know
crazy,
it."
like,
You know
yeah.
why? Because a comment was made from damn DJ, a part of a record radio station and stuff like that.
Blarlamine.
Parliament, yeah, like whatever he is. But you know, like he made this comment, and that comment it had a whole bunch of negativity with it. You understand? I can understand if you were playing around with it and you joked and you said something because yeah, I've kidnapped a couple artists to go to my studio and kept them in my studio. True, but it hasn't been no really aggressive thing in music. Street thing is different from music, so it doesn't. You know, like
Right,
you could
it's
hear
a
something
different
street
sorta-
for me, but you'll never hear anybody speak about it because those are war stories that's not to be said.
Right.
You could hear about music. My name is never sour because if I say something, I'm gonna do it, get it done. I more than 400 artists. Who does that? United Masters. I know Steve Stout personally. United Masters. He's good money and everything like that because he has over 100,000 artists on that platform. I have 400 artists independently on my platform that I give EPKs, MPKs. I do the system algorithms. I do their verification, blue checks, everything like that. This is me doing this myself. I learned all this. Nobody took time like I did to actually sit down and learn the system. Nobody sat down to actually learn what monopoly is, what the music business is. Nobody did this for me. I did it for myself. And when I learned it, I applied it. When I applied it, I became successful. When I became successful, I wanted to bring everybody with me to be successful as well.
Now, is this the Urban Media Global?
Urban Media Global, yeah.
Now, explain that. Like when you bring an artist in, what do they get out of? You know what I'm saying?
So, Urban Media Global Network Collective is a conglomerate that allows you to go on Hot 97 105.1, be in front of Def Jam A&R King Light, or be in front of Atlantic Records Success, or be in front of any other the A&Rs I have under the wing. You understand?
Right.
And not only that, we do media. So content media, you want that because content is king.
Correct.
So content, if I have 2,000 websites, which, you know, it's a little more than 2,000, but music related, probably 1,000 something websites. Within a click of a button, I click a button on UMG Network, that article or whatever it is, the post, the video, whatever it is, music, it goes to every single one of those sites with a click of a button. So now when you search, this is called SEO or PEO, whatever the label wants to call it, search engine optimization or product engine optimization, whatever they say. But they charge artists on the label anywhere from $50,000 to $150,000 just for that part right there. That part right there costs you no more than $1,000 of a press of a button from my network, and you get all that to where it goes to all those sites and everything, and you could get looked up. So now, if you have all these sites, Instagram, for the verification, you only need 4 sites. 4 article sites that's not related to you, that's not a paid advertisement, anything like that. So you could put 4 of these links in that had all these posts and stuff like that on the Instagram and get verified like that. You know?
Look, y'all learning jewels today from Mr. Dope Chef on Grindhard TV podcast, man. Y'all see that shit?
We grind hard.
That's a fact, man. That is a fact. But it's a lot of other companies that you're involved in aside from the Urban Media Global. You know what I'm saying? You affiliated with Rock Nation, Sony Music, Quality Control Music, Warner Music, Def Jam, Universal. So all of these labels, do they send their artists through you?
A lot of them do send the artists when it comes to API development or curator creations. Curator creations is to where you do a media press kit for the artist and you have an electronic press kit aside for them and you pitch it through an email blast so people can hear the new music.
Is the artist bringing their input for their own brand persona?
For major labels, no. The artist has nothing to do with that. It's a think tank with the label. The label hires me. I get it done like that. For independent artists, I sit with the artist myself and I get to know the artists. I'll go to a show with artists, everything like that, because I like to be hands-on on projects.
You are the tastemaker. You're defining who they are out there for the
I've been doing this since Jazzo, Source Money, Jay-Z days, like hanging with them and stuff. I haven't changed one bit, 10 toes down. You know, like it's been good for me. It's been a blessing. I've never had a regular job. You understand? I've always been on the field to where I've helped people in entertainment, music, film, and fashion. Got my own clothing line, everything like this. You know, Dope Chef.
I like the hat.
Clothing line is everywhere. This glows in the dark.
Leather front trucker. With the, you know what I'm saying? The sparkles and shit like that. You know what I mean?
And then the hat alone, like, there's a significance with it. 33rd Mason, Euro letters, all that. So it's a lot of stuff with this that, you know, we brought my London-based brand to United States, and I brought the United States brand to London.
Oh, that's
switched it up.
Yeah,
so
I know
from
they
2008, I've been doing that.
So as an independent entrepreneur and you being your own boss, making your own money, but yet you're working with a lot of major labels, because we just named a few. What do you think nowadays is better for artists, independents or majors?
Right now, and I'm gonna say this blatant, there's no need for a major label. You got everything independently. You could do digital. You could go syndicate your merchandise. You could do everything yourself, your own bookings and everything like that. Only thing you need is a team behind you. How many people it took to make World Star?
Yeah, it was only a few.
Like 6 to 10 people.
Yep.
That's a multi-million-dollar company right now. But they went from a WordPress into the management system they have now.
God bless the dead. Rest in peace, Q. Yeah, Q passed away.
Yeah, we were saying that on the show last week, right? Now, artists.
The independent's
folks,
not, the independent can make it themselves. Independent right now is major. A major is really independent because they were thinking they were major and, the platforms were doing hard copies and everything like that. The labels never got the artists really into digital. So now independent's always been digital because it came out during independent. You understand?
That's right.
They were
YouTube,
climbing
make
up
that
and stuff
video,
like that.
yeah,
So the
Superman,
major
yeah.
artists wasn't on that level. So now major has to stoop down to independent to get the digital. And digital independent has to say, listen, we already here. Like, why would we even need anything? I could get endorsements, sponsorships, advertisements, placements, Spotify playlists. Like, why would I need any label right now if I could do everything myself? What are you gonna offer me? So I started looking up that too. When an artist goes to a label and stuff and they sit with the label says, what's your asset sheet or your one sheet? The asset sheet is basically like, let's say a website. You have a website, you have all your social media, you have article links, you have all your video links, you have your algorithm on how many plays you got, views, impressions, clicks. They see all this. So now, if you have all that done and stuff like that, you should get a sign on. If you don't have that done, they charge you crazy. You owe the label like 500 grand for a website and everything else that could have been done for less than 2-3 G's.
That's right.
Makes no sense. So that's why I started getting the way I am and speaking and voicing to the independent artists, yo, pick your shit up, your craft up, start to learn it, elevate, you understand, start to mold your own craft to where you're making monetary gain. Don't do it just to come to the show and try to be, like a big
just
person
be
and you
there,
just want to be famous because you're on video. Nah, don't do it because of that. You want to make money. You have kids, you want to support your kids, you want to support your household, you want to do stuff that elevates you, okay. Learn it. It's
business,
like learning a
right?
job. You have to have a resume and stuff like that when you go to that job. And music, you have to have a resume of the preferences of where you've been, what shows you've been on,
track
what
record of
DJs,
what you're doing,
all that.
that.
A lot of these artists, they don't even know how to write, bro.
You don't even.
Yo, it's crazy you saying that because a lot of artists reach out to me and they want to get on the show. And then I ask them, I say, all right, so let me see your YouTube channel. Let me see your videos. Let me see what you got. And some of them be like, yo, I didn't get my videos together yet. And I'm like, so hold up. You rapping and you trying to get on, but you don't even have no type of YouTube presence? They be like, oh, you can see my stuff on SoundCloud. I'm like, all right, I'll check your SoundCloud out or whatever. But then you have nothing else? Like, who's not on YouTube now that's an artist?
Crazy.
It's a couple of artists that said they don't have no videos on YouTube yet. And coming to me, talking about they want to get on here, even though my platform is a platform for every artist that wants to get on and get some shine and get some, because this platform is on a lot of different, networks and stuff like that. But I always want to open the show with like an artist's music or play his video because the audio will come through the speakers. And some of these guys don't even have no videos yet.
Yeah, that's an artist not working, bro.
Yeah.
That's an artist basically half-assing it.
Not being
That's
serious
an artist
about
that
the
basically is saying, yo, listen, I really don't want to take this serious, but I'm just going to do it just to put this out there and have people say, oh, that's you rapping? Nah. In today's music game, you don't do that. In today's music game, it's either you're going for it or you're not. Stop wasting time. Stop fucking up the culture.
But you know what? You spoke to something serious earlier. At 12 years old, this tragic incident that motivated you to take self-learning, right? There's so much information out there, right? There's no excuse now. Information, self-learning, being self-taught, and then applying that information to your own means and prosperity, right? Maybe, I don't know, I don't want to make excuses. You were astute enough, motivated enough, and determined enough, right?
It took that negativity, though, to get me to learn and craft what's here.
What is the motivation for the folks, for some of these guys, right? Some people, maybe they just choosing rap because they not good at basketball and they ain't really got it, in the street.
For artists, that's a
right?
drill artist and stuff like that. I always tell artists, listen, best motivation you're gonna have is going to a bathroom, stay in there 23 hours, write a track.
Okay. Stay down until you come up with
I've been locked down, you understand?
Right,
So like
okay.
23
still-
hours inside a cell
Right,
and stuff like
23
that will have your head thinking
Right,
everything.
everywhere.
You understand?
No doubt.
And a lot of people can't stay in a closed environment more than 3-4 hours.
That's right.
So that's what tests and challenges are artists' creativity.
And the
Whatnot.
bathroom is like the equivalent of a jail cell in confinement. It's just that tub
Yeah.
is your bed. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
But you got that toilet, that sink, and that mirror
Right.
that you get to
Same
look
place.
at and
That's the same.
reflect to yourself for 23 hours. So lay in that motherfucking tub, get your pad and your pen, and
Right.
start coming up with some shit. Or you gonna go out there in the street, do some dumb shit,
Right.
and you gonna be in that bathroom for
Right, for real.
for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't find that cool or anything like that.
Not at
How
all.
people are motivated to think like that nowadays. You know, like the youth, there's no guidance, and I can't even blame the youth because there ain't no programs out there.
Well, I would say that what is leading or what, they're sort of more following perhaps isn't the thing that would put them in the position you're in, right? Taking that self-determination, whatever. Like you don't need a negative experience like me. Maybe, I don't know, 3, 4. Remember I was in Georgia in 99. I called you from that conference, right? What was that? 2019, now 3 years later, right? I self-taught myself options trading, day trading, scalp trading, right? 3 years I went to this conference, learned the thing, taught it up. Now I'm in this, I don't know, however it is, 3 years later, I manage a successful portfolio. I'll show you my number. I know we're doing
Nice.
bona fides. But not everybody is motivated to understand that the technology, the application, the information, everything is at your fingertips. And it only takes you, yourself, to conquer your own mind to go out there and do that thing.
That's a fact. That's definitely a fact. Like, look at everything today. So, perfect example. How many people know that there's no United States of America anymore?
Yeah, if you told somebody that, they would call you crazy, of
Yeah.
course. But
There is
if
no
they
United
went
States
and
of
figured
America no
out how
more.
to
It's
dig
called,
into it.
it's called DNA, I believe. Declaration National.
I'm not sure.
I think it's called DNA. I'm not sure on it, or I think it's DNA. But yeah. So it's Mexico, Canada, and America together, all as one. Which a lot of people are not knowing that this is crazy. And then the Antarctica thing they just listed now, that even makes it more crazy now.
What is that?
Oh, Antarctica. So there's 47 treaties.
Okay.
How is it possible there's treaty? What's a treaty?
Oh, in Antarctica, where's there a treaty? There's no government.
What's a treaty?
Well, it's I don't know what.
You have to be bordering, right? A compound mass, a land,
Right.
bordering Antarctica. That's what that is. That's a
Wait,
treaty.
no, but
Yeah.
you can have a treaty with, like, if I'm Canada and he's North U.S., we can have a treaty between us too.
That's
right?
because
It's
they're
not-
bordered next to each other. That's the only way you
Okay.
can have a treaty.
Oh, right, and you're saying how can there be a treaty with Antarctica? and there's
Antarctica
no
has
bordering?
47 treaties. If you look up Antarctica, you know what the treaties is with? So Canada has a treaty with it. America has a treaty with it. South America has a treaty with it. Africa has a treaty with it.
Do they really?
Taiwan has a treaty with it. Hold on. So it goes around the world like this.
And none of
So-
right.
A lot of people with the flat
Why would
earthers
they
and
do
stuff.
that? Oh,
There's a lot
you
of
think
things
that's
going
what
on
the-
with that, and for people to find a new element on periodic table, there's a lot of stuff going on. And now
But you
see
know
the
what
news,
that new element?
the news is saying, UFOs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're starting to come out with that more
Come on,
because
bro.
certain things is going on to where you can't explain it, and
That
it's going
Tic
to be
Tac
visible
video.
now.
Yeah.
You
Oh, it's been
understand? So
visible. Bro. I was on Bob Lazar
It's been
back
visible,
in the
but
90s.
it hasn't been spoken about. Now you
That's
got
true.
you got the
Jet fighter
NASA, you got
pilots,
different
the
people,
government.
the
That's
government, the
right. Yeah, they're
United
putting it out
Nations.
there.
Everybody's talking about. Listen,
doubt, no
right now there's a spaceship coming towards us. They just said that.
Yeah, the
Which is crazy.
The James. Oh, I've got that. The telescope.
Yeah.
He's seen it now. It's outside of our galaxy, but it's moving towards
Yeah.
us, and
So
people
now
are ignoring all of that.
The
sort of
probes
stuff.
that they're sending to,
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
It's a lot of stuff.
So is
you
that
know,
is that true? Like the aliens and stuff like that, or is that
I'm
just
not
some
saying alien. I'm saying
propaganda to
I'm
get people
not
behind?
saying. Listen,
Classify
me, I
aliens.
actually go into it like government.
Wait, you're not saying
government
alien?
things.
You're telling me you don't believe extraterrestrial or
I
life
don't-
outside of?
I believe
think
everybody's an alien, bro.
Okay,
Everybody's an alien.
I'll take that.
We're aliens.
that's
You understand? Like we still don't know our make. And if you read anything, I'm a religious fanatic when
Yeah,
it comes
me
to
too.
different
I'm a
readings,
theology
Torah,
guy all day.
Dead Sea Scrolls, the
No doubt
English,
about it.
everything like that. Torah,
I'm
the
with you.
Quran, everything.
I got them right
So-
here. I got it.
So when I read all this stuff, it's like a whole bunch of stories just being said. You know,
You notice how they all have sort of similarities, right?
They
Bhagavad
all similar
Gita,
together.
the,
They're all similar
Christ,
together.
Yeah.
But now name one book that was taken out of every single one of them.
Name one book
That was taken out of the Quran, taken out of English, the Dead Sea Scrolls, and the Torah.
Ooh.
Y'all could look this up too. It kind of bewildered me.
One book taken. So let me just, don't tell the answer because I want to think about that. But would it be clear to say that if the book was taken out of those and that book that was extrapolated happened after those books, right?
Actually, that was one of the first books because they describe everything that happened.
Okay. My first answer would be the Bible, right? But I would say, I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not going to give a guess. I'll guess the Bible because I don't have another guess.
Okay, so the Bible is the book itself. Chapter in the book would be chapter Matthew's is a book. You understand?
So
Those
you
are
say
all
book,
books.
you mean which chapter?
Yeah,
That's what you mean. Okay.
chapter, but it's in every single book. So there's a book. All those are not chapters. Those were all books.
Right.
The books were broken down into chapters.
Okay.
So it's man basically manipulating that and condensing it into chapters.
So which chapter, meaning the book?
It was the book of Enoch.
Oh, okay.
So the book of Enoch is something that you would think that you're reading a sci-fi novel. And that was taken out of every book. Why?
Because it really is UFOs and
So they said something like that. They said to where 200 angels came down and pregnant, whatever. You read the book and stuff like that. It's really prolific.
But if you think about it, like if every sun is a star and every star has its own solar system, why?
Every sun is a star?
Yeah.
Every sun is a star. Like when we look up in the sky, we see
Our
stars.
sun is a star.
Those are stars.
Yeah, but not in its gaseous form now. It was a star that exploded or died or something like that.
When
It's
you
not
look
just,
up, when you look up at the stars,
Those are suns.
each star is a sun that has a solar system like ours. Our sun is a star to somebody else, to other people billions of light years away. They're seeing our shit millions of light years away. So we're seeing the shining of other suns, which we think is stars, but each one of those stars has a solar system around it. We're the third planet from the sun, which gives us this, they say gives us this light and this life and gives us.
Now they found another planet too.
Yeah, they just brought that up.
What was it? Nubian?
yeah, it's a number, right?
Yeah,
But that's
UN
with that
something
being
number.
said, that it's impossible for me to believe that we're the only life form.
Nah, we definitely ain't the only life
impossible.
forms.
It's impossible.
You know, there's a lot of stuff going on that is gonna come out more in media to where even with animals, if you see what animals are doing crop circles and stuff like that, once that starts happening, that's in every book. You can't deny that. And at times,
I think
when
it's
you
here now, we just deny it. Like we're so
Consumed with, the
overseas over the Kaaba, I don't know if anybody you know what the Kaaba is, right?
No.
Kaaba is box that basically the Muslims walk around 7 days, whatnot.
Okay.
But it's a religious
for the
thing.
pilgrimage.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. So over this, there was this cloud. The cloud was a ring. What? Yo, bro. When you say manipulation and stuff like that, believe half of what you hear, and seeing is less because everything could be manipulated.
Right.
You know, like me myself, I had to look that up and see what actually made that because I know no cloud could be formed like that. So I started getting into what could do that, what compounds, substance, everything like that, what could make that if it's plain metallics being released, whatever it is.
Right.
Come to find out, HARP. That's one of the things
The ones that manipulate the weather.
that manipulates the weather. CERN. Have you ever heard of CERN?
What's
Oh,
that?
yeah, I know, sir. CERN. It's an acronym for. It's like a scientific.
It is.
place
It
where
is.
They spin.
They made the God particle under three
they
countries
spin the particle
to go so hard
hydrogen
that
particle
it
collider.
hits, and it makes that God-infused Big Bang
Yeah.
underground.
It was man-made experiment to recreate the Big Bang. That is the theory.
Now, what
created
what
life
really
in America,
messed me
on
up with
Earth,
that
rather.
is, I'm into some other stuff too, but the performance into that CERN place, the performance, 3 people wound up dying, and they kept going. But the performance was so evil, bro. you wouldn't believe that's a performance. And this place,
How do you mean performance?
performance? They had a whole ceremony and stuff like that.
Oh,
to where
okay.
You had the whole black suit people right in front and everything like that. But CERN is what it is. It does what it does, and I feel like certain gateways will open when that actually got. When they just did the new test and stuff
they
like
be
that.
having on in the movies like the Ghostbusters and X-Men when they
That
be putting shit
shit's
together
serious.
to
Let
open
me
up
tell
a
you.
gateway.
And
that shit is real.
Let me tell you something.
Wow,
I went somewhere. I'm gonna say the spot, but they it's not a gateway. It's more like hologram nanobite communication or something like that. This is next level shit. So let's say you're sitting right there and I get nanobites to recreate you and everything like that in digital format or using SAT or using Elon Musk's Starlight system. I could walk through you and everything like that. Like nothing, but whoa. The cam just fell. Technical difficulties.
Just blew the audience mind.
I know, right? Look, that's how real it is. But yeah, so could walk right through you and stuff like that. So you have to think, all the technology you're seeing right now, Japan is 10 years ahead of us.
That's why we worried about a balloon they got flying around us.
No, that's China, but
That's China.
We're worried about that because of two reasons. You were over a certain area that has a certain base. I can put this out. I don't know if they're gonna cut it off, but there's a certain base over one of the areas that you went over with that balloon, and you were trying to buy out the Chinese government was trying to buy out two of those the country things to where they could the corn crop fields and stuff like that near where this base was.
Oh, so is that why Bill
right
Gates
now
is buying
today
up all of this?
the FBI has an ongoing investigation about Chinese communication technology in large masses in our greater northwestern states where predominant
farmland,
our ICBM missiles are, our what do you call it, our reactionary sort of military
Now this
stuff.
is what's gonna bug everybody out. So Chinese also has a right to where there's supposed to be Chinese government in every police station by the end of this year.
They
By
said
the
that
end
they
of
have
this
a
year.
secret police station.
Facts. They
in
have
every
to
country.
do that. No, not every country. They have it in every single precinct in New York right now. And people wouldn't know that. You could look this up.
What? I did not know that.
So the Chinese, just to let y'all know, the United States is in debt with a whole bunch of people.
No doubt.
There's 2 million soldiers in Canada right now from China. And I think it's 1.5 million in Mexico or something like that. Sometime during next year when they do whatever it is, they're supposed to come and take over law because of the debt and stuff like that. And this is the reason why something just happened with California and New York. The biggest bank in California just crashed, and most people won't understand this. Biggest bank in New York crashed as well.
Well, they didn't crash. They had assets on their books that were faulting because of the interest rate hikes, but they have since been stabilized by
government saying that they have that interest. How do you have interest when you're in debt? Wrong. False.
How do you have interest
when you're in debt?
Well,
you can't sustain money. Listen, interest and all that stuff is baloney, balockery, whatever you want to call it. Since 1932. Since 1932, money hasn't been meant. It doesn't mean anything to real people who actually study this and stuff like that. Like money,
You're a very smart guy.
yeah, I am.
Our currency used to be backed by gold, and
It's not
President
backed no more.
Nixon took it off of that standard, and now
Facts.
it's backed by credibility. But that doesn't mean
credibility is nothing. It's basically saying it's a promissory note that says I promise. That dollar you have, that 20 you have, and stuff like that. That's not worth shit. And then, like once everything comes down to where United States debt is gonna be to where y'all have to pay us and stuff like that. United States dollar in another country or whatnot, that's not gonna be worth nothing. Overseas, they even change right now on what the stock market is. They're using the Butin.
No, the dollar is still the U.
No,
is
there's
still
a certain thing they just put in China, Russia, and another country. It's a Butin dollar, something like that.
To do what?
That's
What do you mean?
that's their money now.
Who's they?
Russia, China.
Like they
Japan.
have.
They
Okay,
have
so
their
like
own
there's
currency.
a euro that Italy, France, and all of them said there's
All
a
of
euro.
them basically
Now,
took
those
United States
particular
dollar
have a-
off their commodities,
Right.
and basically made it Britain. I don't know the name of it. I'm gonna get the name later.
So 101 for the viewers, right?
Yeah.
There's currency, right? We use fiat currency, right? Every nation has. The euro is a collection of 5 or 6 different countries who together use one particular currency, right? So what you're saying is that Russia, China, I don't know, probably
it's
Iran.
it's
and
like
some
Iraq.
others have
Iraq,
come
the
together
dinar,
to
the
get
dinar.
their own currency.
That's
Yeah.
worth a lot of money now, but it wasn't
no
worth
doubt.
shit.
Yeah. Well, listen, you can see geopolitically that we're coming to sides, right? It's definitely
It's not even coming to side. I think the
going
United
one
States right
side
now
against
is
another
in a
side.
corner to where they won't be able to pick up. That's why they're creating all this false flag bullshit in the United States and putting these new laws to trap different people. And there's no middle class no more. There's either
That's
a
a fact.
poor or a rich class.
That's a fact.
And look,
Statistical
okay, so
fact.
let me tell you what I did last year, and I got arrested for this. Put it out there like that and everything.
Okay.
So last year, 2020. Well, actually, this was 2021. 2021, I did this year before last year. All right, so 2021, during the COVID, when it started and stuff like that, you realize all the homeless shelters, all the family shelters and stuff like that,
Yeah.
they weren't allowed no clothes.
That's right.
You couldn't give
No
anything
visitors,
to
you
them,
couldn't
no
go in
visitors,
there. I
nothing
know.
like that.
Man, I was so fortunate. I got my mother out of there right
I
before.
went in, saw somebody wearing shorts. It was the winter time and it was snow on the ground. Saw somebody wearing shorts. I didn't think anything of it. I thought the kid was retarded. No, then I see another person with summer clothes. Like, yo, hold on. I'm speaking with the director. What's going on here? I shouldn't be saying this, but they're not allowing us any type of donations or anything like that or new food. I'm like, what? Okay. Yo, I went to a warehouse, my warehouse in Williamsburg and stuff like that. $25,000 of clothes to every single homeless shelter.
Oh, man.
That was in Queens. I only did Queens because I was in Queens. So, I wound up doing that.
Nice.
Family
Hand clap
banding,
for that. We'll take
all
a hand
that,
clap for that.
and
Way to go.
I wound up getting arrested a week later because I went on Hillside, gave out 200 turkeys. It was 200 turkeys. I got fined $2,500
But why would they be finding you for?
because I didn't have a
He didn't have a
freaking permit, bro.
That's right.
Like, and then the cooking thing, I
Can't
ain't
be
even know.
robbing hood
Like,
with
I was
no
trying to
permit.
feed homeless as well in the place. I wound up getting arrested while coming out feeding 200 families. So I know for a fact, like
Government's gotta get
there's certain things that you shouldn't do because then it looks. You know what's crazy too? None of the news media covered the good news
Right, of course not.
of a minority doing it, but a
100%.
Caucasian person does it, and
Yeah.
very,
So
very
great.
little, and they cover it. They put it
would've
on
been,
news. New York One is the best story of the world. All this stuff.
You would have definitely.
Me, they caught me, and they basically said, "Yo, this was a top 10 most wanted. He's on terrorist list, 2 years." Like they made me look so bad for a certain amount of time I was in prison, bro, that I came out even more harder and started learning everything even more efficient to where you can't catch me now. You understand? You can't do anything of me. I passed my bar associate. I have ESQ on my name. Like, what you gonna do with me? You understand? Like,
That's right.
So
But look,
Yo,
you're getting
that's
so
it, man.
deep in here. I think I want to take a break, throw some music on. You know what I'm saying? We're going to refresh our cups, go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
We're
let's
gonna be
go.
back with more. This Grindhard TV podcast. We in here with, Mr. Dope Chef.
Yeah, we learning a
And
lot.
That's right.
We learning a
got
lot.
Is now
Knowledge
in
is
here.
power.
That's
Yeah.
a big old fact. We're going to come back with more. We'll be right back. Grindhard TV podcast.
Wow. Let's go.
That's right.
Yeah. This is a yeah. I love you, babe. We gotta ride. Gotta get high when you fly. Gotta ride. Gotta get high when you fly. Bonnie ain't Clyde. We gotta ride to the sunset. We never die. Ride on the flip. Was tall grinding on the strip. Hustle since young, been the shit. Understand on the block, gotta live. Open up shop. I see cops shooting minorities or whatnot. I'm not trying to die. With my body glide. I'm in my porn ride. I gotta get high. G5 in the sky. Yes, gotta fly. We smoke smoking gas, za. And we never die. Why? Cause we Bonnie and Clyde. I see her twinkle in the eye. I look at the way she moves, the way she grooves, what she says and what she do. She my Bonnie and Clyde. Mine and my high. Foreign ride. Everything. Why was she walking by my side? Gotta get high, gotta get fly. Yes, see me in the sky, G5. Yes, that's Zaza, sun getting high. Yes, I hustle, yes, I grind. She love my intertwine, the way I bang, the way I intertwine. Alive when I make her moan, I'm hitting that spine. I know she like the rhyme, I know she like the crime. Cause time and time again, she by my side, it's Bonnie and Clyde.
We've built a network that over 80% of the Fortune 500 on, along with millions of small businesses like the one down the street. Because our goal is to give you the tools to reach your goals. Spectrum, designed for
Jackpot. You crack my style, you block my flow. You hurt my heart, you rip my soul. Where you be at, I just don't know. Girl, now you gotta go. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go.
But when you hang out with your girls, you don't let me know. Not trying to say your ass is fast, but you might be, yo. Telling me it's a hard task, but you ask for dope. Whoa, now it happened. You love me, my stop capping. You want me to stop rapping, support me is what you lacking. You're hating, I'm not jacking. You playing, I'm all facts. When I tell you to get your shit, my split, and get the packing, cuz
you cramp my style, you block my flow. You hurt my heart, you rip my soul. Where you be at, I just don't know. Girl, now you gotta go. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go, go, baby. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go.
I don't understand why this girl be trying to play me. This love shit is kinda scary, cause it kinda drive me crazy. All I do is try to love you, but you mentally betray me. Raised a boy into a man and he wasn't even my baby shit. You want some sweet shit, you take my kindness for weakness, because my pocket's the deepest. You was lying to me with sweetness, but your sour love got me smoking sour bud, and I want you out in an hour. Bitch, relationship is a dub.
You cramp my style, you block my flow. You hurt my heart, you rip my soul. Where you be at, I just don't know. Girl, now you gotta go. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go, go, baby. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go.
Take it from me. It's sad in this world today. Many gone, families separated, mass incarceration, discrimination, racism. Take it from me. Ideals and thoughts don't allow free speech. But
it looks like you lost another one.
war in the world today leaves me gray. Sad, I pray for better ways, better days. Seeing society in disarray. Families crying, loved ones lost, government gain, political cause, hope and faith fading away. Drop to my knees, oh Lord, I pray for better ways, better days. Children's parents gone, homes lost, soulless cold, lost cause. Young froze, life pause. What's the options to war but death? Living in these last days, ain't no hope left. Wonder what's next. If only I could write the check to peace and life steps. Would it all be a dream, or would it just be different breeze into a war on the scene, advertising death on streams for the rude degree they cream. Take it from me, war in the world today. World today leaves me gray, sad to pray for better ways, better days. Seeing society in disarray, families crying, loved ones lost, government gain, political cause, hope and faith fading away. Drop to my knees, oh Lord, I pray. War in the world today leaves me gray, sad to pray for better ways, better days. Seeing society in disarray, disarray. Families crying, loved ones lost, government gain, political cause, hope and faith fading away. Drop to my knees, oh Lord, I pray for better ways, better days.
YouTube TV has no
cash. I'm caught up in the hustle where the guns go blast. Queens get the money, long time no cash. I'm caught up in the hustle where the guns go blast. Ayo, Queens get the money, long time no cash. I'm caught up in the hustle where the guns go blast. A fool retaliated, so I had to think fast. Put out my heat first, he put out his heat last. Ayo, Queens get the money, so we tuck the heat. Ain't nothing sweet, and other places think y'all running shit. Then we'll buck your feet. Hot steps, take the right steps. Muscle biceps, strong arm emoji, swinging swords like Shinobi. Can't no rapper hold me out the gate. Can't control me, best beware with your gun. You can't get jacked, son like Janet. Y'all be wishing on a star, but be taking life for granted. Standing 10 toes down to the ground, my feet is planted. Born in Brooklyn Women's Hospital, but Queens is where I landed. East Elmhurst first, then Flushing. I rushed in, Jamaica never fake the moves outside. We outside, don't get yourself popped in Far Rock. School of hard knocks, that's Corona. We the owner, shit get sticky, get the blicky. Or the burn if it's your turn, and that'll learn ya. But only necessary, cause Queens we never every. Hey yo, Queens get the money, long time no cash. I'm caught up in the hustle where the guns go blast. Queens get the money, long time no cash. I'm caught up in the hustle where the guns go blast. Ayo, Queens get the money, long time no cash. I'm caught up in the hustle where the guns go blast. A fool retaliated, so I had to think fast. Put out my heat first, he put out his heat last. Yo, Queens get the money, slogan is inside of me. The best they gotta be. Rest in peace to that nigga Prodigy. I remember when you and your man shot at me over that robbery. Your chain was only 10 carats, but it was heavy jewelry. Foolery we went through when we was young, we was dumb. But in retrospect, I sit back and reflect. It was fun. We would be at each other's house. You drink Henny, I drink rum. It was grimy, hanging out in the 90s, packing guns. Memories of smoking weed in the basement of the dance school. Ironically, same block you would visit when they paroled you. You was ahead of your time with your rhyme. I ain't gonna hold you. It's sad that they do paint on your face at the mural. You was loyal to the hood that wasn't loyal back. You wrote that book, niggas was shook cause none of it was capped from Hempstead, but instead you rep Queens, and that's a fact. They should've took some of these lame rappers and sent your ass back. Ayo, Queens get the money, long time no cash. I'm caught up in the hustle where the guns go blast. Queens get the money, long time no cash. I'm caught up in the hustle where the guns go blast. Ayo, Queens get the money, long time no cash. I'm caught up in the hustle where the guns go blast. A fool retaliated, so I had to think fast. Put out my heat first, he put out his heat last.
I'm from New York. I'm a New Yorker. I'm a New Yorker. I'm from New York. I'm from New York. I'm a New Yorker. I'm a New Yorker. It's playtime in the streets. This city never sleeps. We stay up that fast money. Keep us on our feet. Hey. I'm from New York. I'm from New York. I'm a New Yorker. I'm a New Yorker. I'm from New York. I'm from New York. I'm a New Yorker. I'm a New Yorker. It's playtime in the streets. This city never sleeps. We stay up that fast money. Keep us on our feet. Hey.
Next. Why is that? Because my captain saw you coming in earlier. You saw the landing. Can't work with you. Yeah, that we was what?
And Goonies will stalk ya. Either way, you a New Yorker. I dug it out in my ACGs on my Retro 3.
Trust your government completely.
I don't trust
Yeah,
this
we
government.
back. You know what I mean?
Well, you can't have it
Grindhard
both
TV
ways, Mr.
podcast,
Dope Chef.
And we still going at it. We got Mr. Dope Chef in the building. We got Iz now. And yo, it's really getting deep. And we really going into a lot of conspiracy theories that's really not conspiracies. They're really just factual theories that's going on. That a lot of people is like blind to. You feel me? So it's like people, we got to be a little bit more mindful of what's going on in this day and time, and stop being so blind and stop being so mind boggled off of the distractions that they're putting in front of you about all of this stuff. And we are the entertainment industry. We're here really talking about music and everything like that, but we're getting a little bit more deeper in some of the things that's going on in the universe, literally in the universe, and that a lot of us are not being privy to. But you know what I want to say about that, Mr. Dope Chef? Is like, you are very knowledgeable about some of the conspiracy theories and everything that's going on, but how is it like?
You know, to every conspiracy, there's a truth, right?
Of course.
Oh,
and
okay.
this is why I was about, this is where I was going with it. Because every time I post something on Instagram about a quote unquote conspiracy theory, and they block my post and say, oh, this is full lies, there's no truth about this, 9 times out of 10 it's true. Whenever they tell you, oh, we got to take this post down because your stuff, there's no factuality to this and it's not true, they're doing that because it is true and they don't want you to get it out there. And this is the reason why I don't really post a lot of these theories about things that's going on, because I don't want my page getting blocked. Even though
I'm gonna go with that. Listen, so I have my regular page, which is my regular name, Mr. Ruben J. Burgos. Instagram, Facebook, and a couple other platforms actually blocked it completely. I can't get it back, nothing like that, because I put this up. Okay. Because now my brother died from corona, right? So I wanted to find out everything about corona. Tell me how I got all this information on government site right now. Who the inventors are. I could invent corona for $3,000.
What?
Yeah, hold on. Let me show you the substance.
And they give you the
like
formula?
That. Look, formula and everything.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, so watch what we saying? Oh, okay. All right.
Well, just for the purposes of full
I just had to show y'all. Though.
objectivity,
You see what this is? You see what this is, right? Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, four different governments right
so
there.
what we're looking at is
Tell him, Ice.
I'll just tell them, if you're familiar with biochemical formulas, right? DNA and that sort of thing.
I'm familiar with DNA tests.
We just looked at what appeared to be the formula for COVID-19 or coronavirus. Coronavirus.
And that actually was patented by the United States in 2004.
Okay. Now, with that said, of course, all viewers and listeners do have, and we do strongly suggest you go out and find all that information for yourself and do your own research.
Do that for yourself, because my producer's saying they're going to clip our episode.
In no way are we
truth.
saying that a thing is a truth or a false. We're just saying that information is out there. Cheers. And please do go out there and inform yourself, because that's really the underlying nature of the conversation we're having today. Information is everywhere out there for you to use for your own benefit. My brother here used it to turn himself into a multi-millionaire, highly intelligent entrepreneur. And you can do the same thing if you got it in you.
It's really incredible how much things you could learn about the world. But a lot of people, they want to be naive and be blind to it. And they would rather be that so they could be safe and assured.
It's easier.
Rather than people actually knowing and being there, knowing and everything. It's like you can't do anything anyway. So
but
even
isn't that like when it's in a lot of things? For instance, like in big corporations, they're all workers that they look at them. Higher ups look at them as though they're expendable. We don't really care about them. If you look at from the biggest, from the biggest corporate companies, there's always expendable people that is not privy to what's going on, and they're expendable. Even in the smallest little ant lifestyle, there's worker ants that are actually mean nothing. They are just there to build and protect the queen. Like there's always going to be people that, you're not going to be privy to this. You're not going to be of the 1%. You're not going to be the knowledge of self people.
What you feel changed America?
From what to what?
What changed America?
From the beginning?
No, from the beginning. What changed America?
Man, listen, you can point to a few of them, right? If we start from today,
you could name one thing only that actually changed America.
The Civil War.
No, that was all going on, whether it was here or another country. What changed America? 9/11. Any law that was made after 9/11 and everything was to oppress the people. Not only that, a lot of people don't know what 9/11 was. 9/11, you're automatically thinking 2 buildings, Twin Towers, right?
It was 911.
So 2 buildings, Twin Towers?
No, but it was like, I guess it was some
Pentagon, whatever went down, the airfield.
In New York, how many buildings went down?
Well, you had the 2. Well, there's, first of all, a lot of people don't know, but if you're New Yorkers, you probably know there's 5 World Trade.
7
total.
World.
7. Yeah. Okay. So my mother works for Morgan Stanley, has for 40 years. So I spent a lot of time down there. So I know about the building.
Luckily, you wasn't there.
Oh yeah, right.
I was actually in Tower 2.
When it happened?
I was there.
Damn,
so you wasn't affected by none of that white smoke that everybody's dying from still?
I didn't even give a damn about that compared to what I'm about to say though.
Okay, well 5, I know 5, you say 7. I know that the 2 went down. I think buildings 3 and 4 and 5 were down too.
No.
And then across the street
there
was the hotel.
No building. It was only 1 and 2 that went down. And then exactly a block and a half away, Building 7. Building 7 had Fort Knox in it. It had the FBI headquarters, mayor headquarters. It was the Enron investigation and stuff like that. But that went down, and in the commission report, 9/11 commission report, they said a refrigerator flew from Tower 2 and actually went all the way and hit building number 7 and collapsed the same way the Twin Towers did.
A refrigerator made
that happen.
Collapse.
Yeah, you know,
blocks away from
a refrigerator shot.
Right, shot up, landed
on building 7, not building 7 down.
Not building 7 down.
But that changed environment because Enron basically they didn't have no evidence. Big corporations and stuff like that were able to shift the laws of how they get money and commerce through other shell companies and stuff like that.
What about the Fort Knox situation? All of the gold was taken out of that shit?
So that's another thing that was weird. There was 2 trucks underground filled with bricks of gold that they did find, but not all the gold was there. So, you know, like there's a lot of things that happened that day.
Die Hard with a Vengeance type shit.
That day, it was a false flag is a false flag. But when you do a false flag and people die behind a false flag, that's something different. Your own government, I'm not even going to say that. Your own people killing you and stuff like that. Yeah, facts. So, you know,
wouldn't be the only one who's out there in the public sphere saying these sorts of things.
No, I know,
True
but
or
like
false.
I know for a fact I'm targeted already. So
Yeah,
Well, Mr. Dope Chef's opinions is his opinion is not out the show.
Are not representative of Grindhard TV podcast.
They were telling me to
media.
script. They told me to say this and that.
But yo, let's get back to the music. Though,
All right, let's get back to music. We did our political challenge. We did our thing. That was pretty good. That was like an episode in itself.
Right. So yeah, I want to say first of all, thank you very much for choosing me as the winner of the joint last night. Because I came there, I was there like to support my boy Blue Diaz, and when I got there, he was saying that, you know, they got slots for people to perform and they're judging them and stuff like that. So I didn't want to be in there and then somebody say, oh, he came in with one of the judges and the producer guy and he got a hookup.
Nah,
because I
didn't even know him or anything like that.
I got the footage.
My thing was I was hearing everybody, and like if you see me in the footage, any footage, I'm really actually looking at the artist, seeing how they move, evaluating everything. Like I'm probably one of the only judges that would really adamant about doing that. But yeah, so I take it dead serious. Like if you like, I fight for music. You understand? Like I fought for music. There's a lot of years. So yeah, like I took it serious to a point where I had to see something that was versatile, something that was unique, had character and the personality that was built and that could sell and be an asset towards a company label or promotional, you know, type of distribution thing. And, you know, like I found him like with an old classic and it was clinching, and then another song that basically was catchy. So it was two back to back.
That's exactly how I make records. Like I wanted to have some type of value, sentimental value or
what's
meaning
up this
behind
Thursday?
it.
You performing?
Where
you performing in Manhattan?
All right, there you go.
The Rose.
You got to do the Rose.
The Rose
NYC. You
that's
performing?
What's up. I'm there.
I'm definitely
Worldorama, Rose, NYC.
This Thursday.
This Thursday.
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna put a flyer in on
9 p.m. I'll get you the flyer. Don't I got you all that. Don't worry about that.
Guys on top of it.
Yo, I ain't even gonna front like to go there last night and you appreciate what I've done.
Yeah.
That actually means a lot because a lot of people, they always say, oh, yo, you dope, you dope, you dope. But I don't never really get the accolades that come with people saying I'm being dope. I'm dope. You know what I'm saying? So when you definitely showed me like, yo, what you doing and your sound is so authentic but great at the same time, I think you're the winner. You're the one. You didn't even know my name at the time. You was like, artist, you're artist, you got it. You know what I'm saying? And that hit home for me.
The songs were catchy. That's why.
You know
the
what I'm
songs
saying?
stood in the ear beyond the name. You understand? And the name itself, when he basically said, yo, listen, that was a good sound. Like you won this, you know, hands down. Like you had to be there to appreciate the music for what it is. And let me tell you, everybody was good there. I know most of the artists that did.
Right.
I seen them in different showcases or I've been on the radio with them, whatever. But I saw it like, damn, let me really be honest with myself, because I'm not gonna be, I'm not gonna be a hypocrite and then grant one of my people that on my label. Nah, fuck that. I mean, God is Venus. She kept taking it, but I didn't want her to actually compete in the competition or nothing like that.
Right.
You know, she was doing her own thing, but that's an artist that's already made. She's on a tour right now all around the country.
Oh, right.
So you understand,
What does
like
it do her?
she doesn't need no, she doesn't need that.
That wasn't
so
done
now.
for her.
An artist that does need it will appreciate it more, and it'll build them more to actually have that courage and that to actually say, yo, I'm an artist. I got this. I won this. I could write this on my accolades. I could do this. I know, somebody's listening and stuff like that. They believe in me. It gives them that positive reinforcement, bro.
And it does, because
exactly
in my artist, I'm wearing my artist hat now.
Yeah, let me tell a story though.
Let me say something real quick.
Okay, yeah.
I'm wearing my artist hat now, and everything that I won last night, I'm definitely going to do. I'm not going to let nothing slip through my fingers. Every person that was there that was giving out a prize that you was like, oh, I'm one and I'm getting that, I'm going to get on everything that I got. I want all my prizes. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that, man.
Do it behind the scene. You understand? I'll take you to all those prizes, because let me tell you, okay, so there's some truth to me doing what I do on the music thing and being aggressive.
Right.
But I'm only aggressive because I want to see the asset or the client at its best.
Right.
You understand?
Going hard
And to
for the
see it at its best, you have to make sure everything's right.
Yeah, you got to push it.
So I do
Drive
management,
the
but now
business.
get this: I'm the only digital manager in the industry. I don't say I do manager because I get taxed on that.
Right.
So digital manager, that's digital,
Yeah,
boy.
that's digital.
Ain't
You ain't
nothing. That's a
doing
great
nothing.
area.
Right.
You have to bring me to court a couple times.
Right.
But that's
Figure
how
out
I
what
get.
that
That's
tax
how I get
burden is.
Kate, and I evaluate like that. You know.
So what do you think? What do you think about
Yo, let me just say, I was two
forget.
things. First, I want to speak to authenticity, genuine. We talk about that a lot in here with artists, right? That you were willing to communicate out loud. Yo, never mind whoever's in here for whatever. That music spoke to me more than anything else, right? Because I know this person. I know that the politics
That's how it has
of it.
to be
That's
with
how
the
it's
real
gotta be.
A&Rs and curators.
100%.
So listen,
100%.
I work with. I'm not gonna name the names. Hot 97, 105, certain DJs,
Right.
And then record labels, Def Jam, Atlantic Records, Sony, 300 Entertainment, QC. They people come there and they really don't want to even be there. Within 7 seconds, yo, they're not paying attention. They're smoking outside, whatever it is. And I'm not knocking nobody's hustle or anything like
They
that.
ain't there to work,
But if I'm there to work and see something that's gonna be branded, let me tell you, I make sure all my projects are good. Lola Brooke, Young M.A., Designer, Fresher, Cardi B. I could keep going. Troy Ave. I don't care. 6ix9ine, Casanova. I work with all these artists and put them to where they're on a pedestal, bro, and they made their waves. What their personal life is, I don't give a fuck.
Nah, that's not your concern.
But my shit with being persistent and consistent with artists and stuff like that and elevating them, that's the difference between me and a lot of different people. Like I get fined. I got fined. I told you, right?
Right.
$5,000. I get fined because I did the black ink thing.
Oh, is
You
that
understand?
right?
So I get fined for that. But I make more on the back end because the appreciation of the artist, or let's say they get signed or something like that. That's 3%. So $200,000 compared to $5,000. I mean,
Yeah,
it's good.
That's a good investment. Yeah, you come out on that.
So basically, you walk artists in to get deals if they're ready with everything,
Facts.
with all
If
the
they're
criteria and everything like that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. So it's not always about just the independent thing, which you
Nah.
it's like getting that
Because
major deal too,
if the
'cause you get a
artist,
percentage.
I'll never change the art. I'll tell the artist my opinion,
Right.
and tell them the cons and the pros about what label they're looking at or anything like that. Or if
Right.
they show me a letter or a contract and stuff like that, I read it over, everything like that. Tell them all the negatives and positives about the contract. Yeah. So to sit with an artist at a meeting though, I let my whole opinion be known right there if that shit don't look good for the artist whatsoever.
Right.
You know. So
That's dope, yo.
You need that. No yes men.
No yes men.
No
That's-
yes men.
that's my saying.
That's right. Oh, it is.
So
Okay,
like
you're right.
I dealt with Change Drugs, you know, rest in
God
peace,
bless
Change
that,
Drugs.
yeah.
You understand? But like we had something with catchphrase, no handouts. And that no handouts is something like, yo, you know,
That's right.
like we have to
Yeah,
basically
gotta
empower, and you have to know the information yourself, hold yourself together, and basically be about your business to where you make your brand yourself.
Right.
If I speak on my name and stuff like that, I'm speaking on $1 million brand. If an artist speaks on his name, he should speak on $1 million brand because he's an asset. He's curating his music to get the ear of millions of fans.
100%.
That's how you're supposed to be out there. Like
Approach
push
that
yourself
all day.
Well, look, you're a very like innovative guy because you're involved with so much stuff. So let's talk about some of the other companies you're affiliated with. You got, Urban Media Global, but then you got Team Dope Chef.
Yeah, Team Dope Chef, that's the clothing company.
Okay.
So the clothing company right now, I believe we're in every country right now. Like I think it's like 2 more countries I have to lock down.
And you distribute this stuff yourself? You have a
yeah,
team that mail it out?
I got
and
a
stuff?
warehouse, everything like that,
okay,
bro.
okay, so they take care of all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got
Okay,
it.
so that company is probably at like $12 million or something like that. But like it's a big company, you know, and I let it run itself. You know how they say let money run itself?
Right.
That's right.
I'll have to I sit back right now and I get orders every
That's
second.
right.
That's what's up.
So you know
All
like
right.
that's good.
So what about the on TV cable?
On TV cable, that's a syndication network. It takes all reality TV shows, all the web series I'm on. I'm an actor as well. I don't know if you knew that.
I did not.
You
Well,
understand?
we,
Like-
from the dating
Yeah.
show, like obviously,
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
y'all
yeah.
not acting because it's more of a
Nah,
reality
that,
thing.
that actually that dating show was reality. You understand? It was no scripted, nothing like that.
you
Everything
really
that's
was
on there,
fucking everybody.
I was really
That's what's up.
You
So
know,
what Spot a Club, what's that?
Spot a club and spot a party. If you're in New York City or LA or Miami, all the parties that's in those areas they go through me.
Okay.
You know,
so you affiliated to be able to bring artists through a whole bunch of events and do certain things.
Like in the city right now, I said yesterday I have over 60 different clubs in the city.
Nice.
So like it's really good to work with owners. I don't work with no promoters. I work with the owners. Owners is a lot better.
Owners a lot better.
You're absolutely right, because when you're dealing with promoters, it's a lot of under the table shit going on.
Yeah. I don't do the promoter thing, bro.
They
Like,
want to get their cut and things of that sort. You know how I go.
Like even with the Black Ink thing, look, I bought out. I didn't know that was the only section. You understand?
Yeah, it was too little in there to have.
Yeah, I bought that whole section out.
Right.
You understand? I didn't even take this set. I let people sit there that I didn't know. And I'm like, fuck it, drank some Black Income liquor that they had.
You had the wine. You had the bottle. I got the footage. Don't worry. Grindhard TV was filming in there. I got some shit coming.
A lot of different things I was doing, but I was making it look good for the can, not only the can, making it look good for the entertainment of actually picking something and staying with it. So let's say all my curators, they're going to do their job and everything like that. That's more than 10 different opportunities he has on content to put out there and establish that he's an artist.
Correct.
You know,
he was a good host too, by the way.
Right there.
I know. The funny shit is I never hosted him. I hosted, but I never got on the mic and spoke.
Sure.
That last... I was going in on it.
Last night you was lit.
I was on it.
People see it. I didn't even post
being yourself
a lot of the footage from last night yet, because I was running around early this morning and all other shit happened I was telling you about, and then me getting here to start the show. But I got a nice little bit of content from my performance to when you was announcing the winners and things.
Oh, that was a story I was gonna tell. He calls me after the whole thing.
Yeah, late last night. Like 2 in the morning.
Like 2-something in the morning. Yeah, because I was supposed to be there.
Right,
I'm kind of on some.
Secluded. You like to be in the
I'm
house
not
type
really
shit.
a big.
But I knew we was coming here today to talk about it, so I wanted to fill him in on what happened and shit like that.
So he calls me and he goes, "Yo, today is like a good day, man. Today is like the best day ever, right?" And he starts telling me all of the everything, and he tells me about you, right? Yeah. And I don't know what you told me and who he is. It's like exactly the same thing, right? Like you did it perfect. You did. So he goes, "Yo, I'm in here. I wasn't even showing up to perform. I just was coming out, pop out. They told me I could show up. For those who know World, you ain't got to force a mic into World's hand. All you got to do is turn it on, and he'll pick it up and take his turn. So, obviously he went on there and did his thing, and a tried and true music understander, right? Veteran, recognized his talent. Yeah. And when I tell you how you mentioned it, the recognition of his talent, because he knows he's dope. If you know World, he's got no crisis of confidence, right? But to hear it from someone like yourself, to reinforce that confidence, it was a real thing to him, and it touched him in a real way. Like,
no, I know. Listen,
way.
I know it does. You know why? Because I don't think there's any host out there that speaks like me and gets into the crowd. Like, I think I was cursing the crowd out yesterday.
Yeah, you was.
I cursed the crowd out about the twerking.
And all of that.
I cursed out Brooklyn. I cursed out everything, bro. And I'm like, listen, if y'all really about this, take out your cameras, start filming and stuff. Support one another. Everybody in here, yo, bro. It came to a point where I went to the front and told the security to lock the door and shit like that. Yeah, you did that.
Lock these fools.
And went back and like everybody, yo, come on, like. Music carries a different element. It carries a different sound. It carries a tranquility and a uniqueness for people to actually empower each other, to help each other, to actually craft each other and understand the elements of the story or what they live experience-wise, everything like that. So when I hear different artists and stuff like that, I'm not only captivated with their sound, I'm captivated with the content they're putting in their sound that makes their sound.
Right.
A lot of people don't know how to do that.
That's a fact, bro.
It's like a lot of us artists that been grinding for so long, and we're like Serena Williams of this shit, Michael Jordans and LeBron James of this shit, but we just never really had that platform or nobody that's in the upper echelons of the business to believe in us enough to put us on that platform where we could be on the top 100 charts and stuff like that. When a lot of us do have hit records, #1 records. You know what I'm saying? But it don't. You know what I mean? So for you to pick me last night out of me just coming here on some special guest performer and you not knowing me and realizing that my sound and my cadence, like you said, and the way I put my shit together over blues beats was like, yo. Finally, somebody is in the game is really understanding
that's
what it is.
That's the real art. Like
You know
I
what I'm
know a
saying?
couple A&Rs that do that, and you know I've been taught by like Rick Rubin. I've been taught by official people, not no lame type people who are not saying they're nobodies, but with the people I've been taught by, and I worked with, you understand, from Murder Inc. all the way to Dipset West to Black Wall Street to I've worked so many places that I've learned the industry in and out, and I've learned what to look for. Look, nobody would have thought Lola Brooke is hot.
Right.
You know how long? How long I've been that song's been promoted?
About
For 3 years.
3 years.
3
Okay,
years.
yeah.
And that shit's popping now.
It's popping, yeah.
You understand certain things like that. Like I have certain
I tell him
artists.
that all the time. It takes about 2 to 3 years for something to pop.
Pressure. He's on Love and Hip Hop now. When he first started, I was doing his videos, making sure his songs sound good, make sure everything good. You understand?
Right.
There's a lot of artists like that. Cardi B. You know where she started with me? In a strip club. I used to run Lust. You understand? So like it's a whole different element for me. For me, I see it from the ground all the way up. You understand? I have a rap line that I said, I'm at the top and I never left the spot.
I'm at the top and I never left the spot.
But I'm basically at the bottom showing people the top.
That's how, right. My spot's there. I take the elevator down.
Different. That's different. You understand?
I rock
That's
with
different.
y'all and then we take the elevator back
That's
up.
different.
Let
Take
me
it
ask
back
you
up
about
together.
the elevator though, right?
Yeah.
Because, and we talked about this on the show sometimes, right? There is, we had a black president. We got maybe 4 or 5 black billionaires, right? Or ethnic, right?
That's another thing. We're going to go back to conspiracy. Okay. Listen, everybody keeps saying this is a black president. We have black president. Not for nothing. There's been 7 black presidents, bro, before our first president. If it wasn't for John Hancock, which most people don't know, is black, and his imprint is on the thing and everything like that, we wouldn't be United States of America today.
But we're not United States of America today.
Not now. I mean,
Right.
yeah, you're right. DNA
point,
now.
right.
At the point
Back
of
to the conspiracy theory.
So this black guy, he had money and stuff like that. You know how he became president? John Hancock. You know how he became president?
Oh, how did John Hancock become
He was
president?
a general and stuff like that, but he used his money to get the whole military shoes.
Oh.
And that's how he became president.
That was his.
You know what's so weird? The only
dope.
history that I know of John Hancock is this is how we came up to Sonya John Hancock because of him.
You know he's on the $2 bill.
Yeah.
I knew that. I do know that. But that's how everybody like Sonya Hancock is because of John Hancock.
John Hancock,
Yeah.
But so what I was saying, right? There's the tip top. A lot of people make a lot of great songs, right? Montel Jordan made a song everybody could sing, but that didn't make him a billionaire or the top guy, right? So you can make 1 or 2 hit songs, you can make a few hit songs, right? But you don't, I think what I'm trying to understand is it hit or miss, sink or swim in the music industry, or can you have a career where you can sustain yourself, generate revenue, but not be Jay-Z or Tupac?
But that's
or
who he
whoever.
is right now. That's who.
Facts.
Like,
Like, okay,
it's a
so
dope
me,
show.
I have 3 million streams. You would never know that. I don't have not one video. You understand? But I do it just to show artists algorithm.
Right.
There's a difference there. I make money off my music, but you have to know how to monetize it. So if you put a track out and stuff like that, you're not only getting paid one time on that track, you're getting paid 4 different times on that same track with that one spin.
And you don't have to be the top guy. You don't have to be Jay-Z.
You don't.
Because my guy,
Yo, I work with Jay. I work with Jay direct. You understand, and
I'm
like
not
his
saying
family
you're
and
not
everything
Jay
like
or
that.
whatever. I'm saying that you don't
But it's
have
levels to
be
the shit.
It's levels
I understand.
where you can still make a living.
Right.
Earn a living, use that money to buy other assets that create more cash and et cetera. Right? So
Being wealthy is not always just from doing one thing. It's, you can make investments and make shit really happen. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. But I want to get more into like more of the companies because you also got Hip Hop's Road to the Riches.
Oh yeah, Hip Hop Road to Riches. That's like a 15-year documentary of me coming up from Utica, New York, with Sin City, getting indicted on drug charges and stuff like that, and going through a whole bunch of stuff. Then going to California, working with Cameron and Iceman. which was Dipset West and stuff like that. Hip Hop Road to Riches is basically like a biopic of my life.
Okay, and it's out there now?
No.
Okay.
I'm telling you, there's three different World Star Battleground, Hip Hop Road to Riches, and Dope Power Couple. Those are 3 series that are all the content's done.
Oh, but
they're all being pitched basically
now,
to
I understand
either
what you mean, because I got the Horse series,
Yeah.
which is means head of the household. It's about me raising my kids, and Horse series season 2 is me filming my son's basketball season. So the first season was more about my sons rapping because I managed them, and they were doing a whole bunch of radio promo and shows and a whole bunch of different things behind the scenes of shooting videos, behind the scenes of interviews, and that was really what the first season was based upon. But now the second season is more about, my son coming up in the basketball tournament, St. Rose team. I'm also gonna have an episode in there with me and my lady. We got married on the show.
Nice.
I filmed everything. Ice was actually my best man, my witness.
Okay,
and,
all right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of different things we going about with doing, like real sentimental, homely type of content. So I got the Grindhard TV podcast show. Then I got Grindhard TV, and I got the Horse series. So I got different things. I'm also about to do. I'm not sure of the name yet, but I have so many artists that died that were big and they got killed or they died, and I got footage of them. Their footage of them. It was be like their funerals and stuff like that. So I'm doing different things of that sort. So I understand what you mean when you got different. I call myself the independent Tyler Perry, because I got content and I put my content on other people's platforms. That's where Glue TV, UBC TV Network.
You know what's really crazy? A lot of people call me an entrepreneur. But in Forbes, I'm actually listed as a philanthropist.
Oh yeah, because you did all of that good stuff and giving all that stuff away.
You understand? I've done that every year without any recognition or anything like that, because I don't care for the recognition. Like when Haiti when the thing happened with Haiti, a lot of people don't know. I gave $3 million to Haiti. I wanted to people come and stuff like that. Like, this is stuff that I've done myself, and it's like, it's not even worth for somebody to be as good as me, but it is, in a sense. If a lot of people good like me, the world will be a better place for 100%. Real. You understand? And I see the creativity of the art of music carrying a lot of different political standards on how people live, how people buy stuff, and how people basically opinionate their own lifestyle with the music entertainment in mind, thinking that, oh yeah, well, that person has that's fly. Listen, not one time have I wore anybody else's shit. I wear my own brand for life. Understand? I got my own sneaker line, got everything.
Nice.
I don't need nobody else's stuff. I do that to empower my own brand and take it to the next level. A lot of other people, they want to empower other people's brand.
That's your joint going off. You a businessman. Bring it on, crazy.
They hit at it. They calling for you.
Yo, this is Blue Circle Records. So, yo, what's good? Yeah, I'm on the radio right now. I mean, I'm doing a podcast right now, bro. Like, hold on.
Got him live on there.
Yeah.
Tell him he live on here.
Right? So we in the Grindhard TV podcast.
Live right now.
Worldorama, the host, is now
You already know what it
co-host. And
is.
we here with Mr.
Shout
Dope
out
Chef.
to my boy Leaky, you understand? Has some Hoes family and stuff like that.
What up,
my
Leaky?
boy Godfella in here and stuff like that. I'm down south. A lot of people doing things.
Yeah.
What's crazy is I empower so much that you see how you saw that Black Ink thing yesterday, how everybody came to me and stuff.
Right.
That's how I really am in real life. So ain't nobody feeling any intimidation or anything like that with me. Even with the gangs there, the Bloods and Crips there, they all love me. They love me. You know how quick I wanted to leave there because of the packedness in there and stuff like that?
Right.
Oh, it's packed
I
in.
didn't, because I wanted to hear all the artists. When I picked him as a winner and stuff like that, I'm like, hold on, should I leave or should I see how everything goes?
Right.
I stood there until the shit closed, and then I got to speak to the owner, and the owner's like, yo, bro, you can have this spot.
Yeah.
You could have this spot.
Come
You
in,
could do
this spot
anything
is
you
yours.
want in this spot. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
That's how you built up that list of 60 something.
Yeah,
that's
facts.
how it goes.
So
It's crazy because they got a whole
go
big
down.
giant backyard.
yeah, backyard.
It's getting warm now.
The downstairs is crazy. Like he took me
they got it
downstairs. I'm like,
downstairs,
oh man, this is something different.
Right.
Like It's crazy. And then I had Goddess Venus perform.
Okay.
That performance was off the hook, but like for females, I'm overprotective when I have the female artists on my roster.
Okay.
They're all blue check verified.
Right.
So my blue check verified, if a dude gets near one of my female art, I definitely step in, push, everything like that.
Sure,
wind
you
up,
gotta do that.
But like the way the performance is, I like performance. So if I have to see a whole performance and her tip pops out and stuff like that, that's on the performance. But that makes waves. You understand? So like
So hold up. So
I
you
was
said
fixing.
tip pop out. So is Venus Goddess the girl that had the
Yes,
the
that's
yeah.
one of my
We
artists.
thought she was going to start twerking when we did the twerk.
Nah, I told her not to. Listen, and that's another thing. A lot of people wanted her to twerk.
Yeah, they was like,
she's
is
a
she gonna
twerker.
twerk?
She's a twerker.
Yeah.
So
but
she
I told her,
can't give it
nah,
away
she's
for
not
free.
twerking. I ain't allow it because you don't come on two different professional standards and be an artist and then twerk. Nah, don't do that. And then the shit you have on, I had to keep on taking her dress
I ain't gonna
and pulling
front.
it down. I had to take her thing.
If she would have twerked, those titties was coming out. 'Cause
Facts.
they was like held in by like a little.
They
titty.
weren't held in at all.
At all. Like
At all.
I was looking like them shit's about to come out.
They coming out.
So when she was when everybody when the twerking contest was going on and everybody was looking, my guy Blue Lion was there and Crucial Mr. One Love was there.
Yeah,
So they was like, "Yo, why is she not getting down there and twerking?"
Yo, bro, I would have
because
been
she's an
able-
artist.
Listen.
I said because she's an artist and she don't want. But it was like it looks like she wants to get down there. I'm like, yeah,
Nah,
she looks like she ready.
She wanted to win that.
She really wanted to go.
knew.
She wanted to get with it.
Yeah.
But I had to. She was like, "What you
Right.
think about it?" I'm like, "Yo, you really can't do this. We can't do this. We ain't gonna do this in black ink where we're branding this shit, and then your shit pops out and you're an artist. That's not gonna happen. We're not gonna have no Cardi B effect here.
That was a good call.
100%.
We was
Yo,
waiting
listen,
for her to start twerking.
It's the same
We
thing
was
with Cardi.
waiting,
When
boy.
Cardi basically calls and stuff like that with Poe and stuff like that, it's the
Yeah.
same thing. Yo, Poe, make sure you stay with Cardi now. Everything's going on with Offset and stuff like that. Listen, stay with Cardi. I don't want this done. I don't want that done. I make examples out of shit. So like, it's not now everybody's starting to know because everything's being put in the light on who I work with, who I'm with, and stuff like that. So now, the
Now he coming
mindset
up.
of people is like, yo, I want to get next to him because he's the man behind the scenes.
Yo, anonymity, right? You had that.
Yeah,
that was a
yeah.
good thing. That's a powerful tool, but
Doesn't it feel good to be like who you are and you work so hard for this and people pay attention and give you your respect?
Okay, it feels good to be who I am, but at the same time, it's like a double-edged sword because you have to remember, drill producing, of all the drill artists I produce in New York, I'm a target regardless. I know that. That's why I carry the gun on me. You understand? Wear a vest and shit sometimes.
Right.
But I don't want to feel like it's something to where it contradicts my life and my aspect of my mission. My mission and aspect of life is don't oppress people, educate. I live with that dope on my shoulder. You understand? So I'm not gonna oppress nobody in music and make sure they don't get up. I'm gonna make sure they get up. You know why? Because they're elevating and they're catching fan base to actually be with other people and listen. Make other people listen and stuff to their sound, tell their story, whatnot. So it's a lot of different aspects. And then the people I do work with, they're more business oriented. I know how to pick them. I know how to select them. I know how to actually, detail them to where I'm playing chess, not checkers.
That's right.
So, we kind of like at the end of the show, but what I wanted to say to you is, you have a lot of artists already.
Yeah.
I would usually say, so if artists want to reach out to you and stuff like that.
Nah, you still can, because listen, I don't do management. I do digital management.
Okay.
So digital management, I could get you as an artist. I put in all your information one time, and I let artificial intelligence run your shit.
That's
Okay. Okay.
That's why I have so many artists. A lot of people ask, how do you maintain this? How do you do this? Artificial intelligence, API creation, application platform integration, content management systems that take your content and put it every single day. I don't have to do shit.
Just get paid.
Get paid.
Well, you're the conduit, right? You bring them in, you
Yeah.
let them know what you're gonna do for
Listen,
them, and you send them where they go.
I'm beyond a plug. I'm an outlet. I electrify plugs.
There you go. That's a good way to go.
Outlet.
So look, with that
The
being
electrical
said, like
grid.
give everybody your social medias. Cause
Yo, social media at Mr. Dope Chef. You could Google me. I come up more than 5 million times. We got a lot of projects coming out. Shout out to everybody who's out there right now doing their thing. Fabio got a new hit and stuff like that on the way. Y'all gotta watch that.
We waiting for him.
Goddess Venus, she's on tour right now. We got a couple artists
this is
on
her right
tour.
here, Ice. God is Venus.
Listen,
yeah.
for the tour and stuff like
This
that,
right
I'm
here.
sending. So you could put this out here too.
Yeah.
I got like 6 slots left for London. If anybody wants to do a London tour and stuff like that, there's 6 slots left. I'll probably be giving them up during showcases and stuff. I don't know yet, but we're gonna see how that is.
All the artists got to do is get themselves out there and
get
stuff
themselves out there, be a part of the network, whatnot, and like we'll definitely look out for them.
Yo, I ain't going front. I might be one of them artists because my guy who did my song "My Flowers," he's from London and he been wanting me to come out there.
Yeah, I go to London. It's love. Yeah, facts.
Yeah, it's kind of rough out there though.
Yo, the Dubai shit messed me up. You seen the shark attack?
Nah,
I gotta show you the shark attack, bro.
Shark attack.
Wow.
Shark attack.
You got attacked by a shark?
Attacked by a shark. The shark looked at me, bro. It said, "What's up?" It came around a rock and shit like that and said, "You pussy." To me, bro, that shit spun on me like it was a Bronx drill artist, bro. Like dead ass.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
You got all your fingers and toes still.
Nah, yo, bro, I'm gonna show you this video right after this is done. I'm gonna show you this video. Cool. You're gonna look at it and you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
So you got an event this Thursday, or too, right?
I got every single day I have events, but yeah.
Okay. So look, there you go, yo. So is now like let everybody know where they can find you at, man.
Well, is now I'm here. You can find me at.
I'm here is powernow.tv at is now Isaiah is now on Instagram. I'm not sure I'm gonna be. I might not be here next week. We talked about that, but I'm heading out.
I know you got to move around and shit.
Oh! Shout out to my boy Energetic. He has 5 radio stations. He just got that. The one that 104.9 and stuff like that. He just hit all his radio stations, which that's a blessing for me. I get to rotate artists on radio.
Definitely.
Give them BDSNL some
and that's
media
all
spins.
a part of what
that's
all
a part of facts. You're getting all that. Yeah.
You excited? You excited right now?
He lit. I'm still looking at your artist though. Like
that shit fire, right?
God is Venus.
Look.
Yeah, God is Venus.
Yeah, she was performing
Yo,
last
God
night.
is Venus. They talking about you and stuff like that. Listen, I'm not talking about you, mama.
One of those is coming out.
One of those is
you know the protection level on that though. Yo, how close?
I know you got to be up on
that. Level on that was crazy.
You got to be on.
Like I have to be on that because you got niggas coming from all sides looking at you like, yo, you're her man.
Yeah.
Nah, but I'll beat your ass if you start talking
Just
to her.
know what it is.
Right. Yeah, it was crazy in there last night. It was a good show, man. Shout out to Black Ink in Brooklyn on Fulton.
Shout out to Black Ink,
Shout out Blue Diaz, everybody that was involved. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Chocolate.
Who put it together.
Yo, she put the show together. She asked me for help. I helped. And we had a perfect show in Black Ink and stuff like that.
Shout out to DJ that was there. I forgot his name.
DJ.
I forgot his name.
I forgot his name.
But he was definitely grabbing the music fast and putting it on and stuff like that. And I'm gonna see you Thursday at the joint.
I'll give you the slot, but I don't know if you'll see me.
Okay,
cool. I'll probably be in Miami or like
because I got
Philly.
something else that day too, so I'll be party hopping and stuff like that. But yo, we out of here. It's another show, Grindhard TV podcast. Y'all know what it is. Thanks to my guests. You know what I'm saying, Mr. Dope Chef. My special guest co-host is now in S.STREET Media Studios. Shout out to the producer, Style by Poverty. We'll be back with more next week. Grindhard.
Bye, we outside, yeah?
That's right.
You